Tuesday. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Festival. It's Tuesday. I'm here to give you a Tuesday goodness, your Tuesday greatness, your Tuesday time to step away from the work week and what's going on in the world. It's a lot for us to have a conversation. Thank you all so much for joining us. Appreciate it. Appreciate you joining. Hey, you know what I need for you to do for me today. For those of you there that are watching on Facebook, I need you to give a little bit of love. Send some love. Show me some love. Show some love, share it, like it. Thank you, Props Loretta. Put it up right there for each and every one of you. Love, like, share, comment, subscribe. You see it? It's how easy Props Loretta made it for everyone. Love, like, share, comment, subscribe. Right? So for those of you there on Facebook, go ahead and love it. Give a little like, do a little share on your wall, subscribe to it. Do what you got to do. And for those of you there on YouTube, go ahead and click the like button and click on the notification bar so you can know when we're live and all that good stuff, right? And share on your YouTube page as well. Yes, thank you. And did I say thank you? And thank you. So welcome to Best of Hope. It is Tuesday, and I don't know what the weather's like outside. Apostle said it feels nice. That's what Apostle said. She said it feels. Apostle didn't go outside, but she was saying, "Oh, it feels nice because the sun is out. It keeps seemed kind of nice. I had my bedroom window open, get some fresh air inside. Had my fan running. I was like, okay, this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice. But then it came downstairs a little bit. And I was like, oh, it's kind of hot. It's getting kind of hot now. It's getting kind of hot now. So today's is an interesting weather. But anyway, they said it's gonna be a little humid today and tomorrow. Back to rain, which we're happy about here in New York. So I'm not complaining. My garden need a little bit of water. Saves me from getting the hose out and from watering it for my water bill to go up, right? Whatever we could do to economize. This is economizing season, right? I was telling Posse the other day, I was like, we breaking down stuff. I'm not playing. We breaking down stuff. We economizing here. Things are getting crazy out there. We got to buy gas for the cost. You got to economize to get that gas, right? So thank you all for joining us today. So today, we're going to have a conversation about voicemail, right? We're gonna be talking about voicemail. I think the phone in the same link as technology is maybe one of the greatest inventions, one a great invention that this world has ever seen. Because before back in the days when I was young, they didn't have telephones, but not back in my days, Prophet Joyce. Maybe back in Mother P days, they didn't really have telephones when she was a little kid. So I'm sure they probably had to run and pass letters. Letters were more important. We're going to mail letters because that was a way of communicating. Because phone was not invented yet. And when phone came into existence, I should have see when phone came into existence. But when phone came into existence, that became popular. People were getting phones. Phones were going up. And phones was like the thing. My first phone, a possible my first phone. It was a Nokia. If I remember that phone, it was a Nokia. It had a big old back, right? But it was like the best phone in the world. I was so excited, Prophet Loretta. I was so excited about my Nokia phone, man. I was bombing with this phone. It was huge, right? It was huge. That was my first phone. So phones were very great. Phones can be a great thing. Phones can take you away, but the thing is, phone can take you away from reality. That's a bad thing about phone. It's great, but it can take you away from reality, right? You miss the things in your surroundings because of a phone. When I sit down, Professor Redo, when I sit down to eat my dinner or my breakfast or whatever meal I'm having, I leave my phone in my room because I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want to be distracted. I want to sit down. I want to eat my food. I don't want to watch the news. As Pastor always say, sit down and I watch my news, right? Watch my Channel 7 Eyewitness News. I sit down and I watch my news, my time of dinner, and I'm having dinner. If I'm having my cup of coffee, I'll sit down in front of the fan right now in this kind of weather, But I put my phone away because phone could be distraction to take you away from your surroundings, right? I used to love this thing when Apostle, like, if you take a long distance trip, man, y'all, you do not want to be in a car with us when Apostle take a long distance trip. I mean, we Apostle get her music going, but we people watch as we go, as we're on the highway or we stop at a gas station or the car pull up next to us, and that's our entertainment. So we become aware of our surroundings, and we see someone walking the street, and I'll make up a story about them, right? They're saying something. I said, "This is what they're saying," and we have a great time, right? We have it because what? Because we're taking away, we take ourselves away from the technology just to enjoy. enjoy life. So I think that's one of the negative things about having a cell phone or phone. It brings distraction. It takes you away from your surroundings. For those of you in the New York area, MTA have this saying that said, if you see something, say something. This slogan would go around in the 90s or the early 2000s. They had poster boards. If you see something, say something. If you see someone being robbed, or you see, or any crazy thing you see a suspicious package, say something. Get the conductor, find a police officer or something, say something. But that was a great slogan. That was a great thing when it came out. At that time, cell phone wasn't that popular. Social media wasn't around. But now it's hard to see something, say something, because for those of you that take public transportation, you see most of the time individuals are sitting in their chair and they're on their phones. They're like this. They're like this. They're not noticing the surroundings. They only begin to notice the surrounding if someone start yelling or a big commotion start happening. Some people will notice when the commotion start happening. And that same phone that they didn't see the beginning of what happened, that same phone they take out and they move real quick and go to record, and they record what's happening, right? So that same technology can be used. I'm going to get to my points of voicemail. That same technology can be used for good and bad in the cell phone. So we see cell phone can be important, and yet it could be good, and yes, it could be bad. Right there in that situation, the phone was a good thing, yet still a bad thing. It was a good thing because when the police officer comes in and asks, "How did this start?" "Oh, I don't know. I just heard a big commotion. I just heard someone. I heard blap. Someone fell on the floor. I don't know how it happened." People can rarely tell how it happened. They could only tell from the point that they are right now because they missed their surrounding because of technology or because of the cell phone, right? So when you want to punish a child or a teenager these days, right? You want to punish a child or teenager these days, you take their phone away from them. Listen, and they feel like they're gonna die. I know for those of you, when you have people come over to your house, when you have guests and there's teenagers, what the first thing they ask for? What's your Wi-Fi? What's your Wi-Fi information? Because they have to get on that phone. They have to get on that internet. They have to get on their social media. They have to get on their TikTok. They got to go on their YouTube. They got to get on their devices. So what's your Wi-Fi? What's your Wi-Fi? Sometimes I look at the kids and I'm like, is that all you care about? The Wi-Fi? We have a rule here when the kids are together. If we all sit down to eat together, they have to put their phones away. All right, they have to put their phones away so we can conversate, so you can be sociable, so you can know how to form a sentence, right? So their head burn in their phone. Absolute yes, Prophetess Loretta. And even when I'm driving around and individual are walking across the street, they're like this on the phone. You know how many times someone almost got hit because they're idle on their phone rather than watching the stop sign, watching a light to see if they should go or shouldn't go. A good thing and a bad thing. I was telling someone the other day, I said, cell phone is good because here in New York, when parents have to go to work for 6, 7, 8 o'clock, and their kids are still getting are now getting ready to go to school. Their kids are like 8, 9, and they have to walk to the bus stop or walk to the train to get the train or the bus to go, or they walk to school. The parents FaceTime them while they're walking to school because the parents are not home. They're ready at work. They're ready about their day. So it's a good thing. But then it becomes bad because the kids take that phone in school and they're listening to the teacher. But thank God they're trying to pass a new law all about where you gotta lock up your phone. So we see you take your phone away from a teenager or a child, and they go through withdrawal. Yes, like the world's going. Yeah, yes, Prophetess Joyce. I'm telling you, this is how they feel. Like, oh my life is over. I can't believe you took my phone. That's this generation. It's not only this generation. People that are not even. I was going to say my granddaughter, Prophetess Joyce. Even Prophet Teresa, my grandson. You see, we all have someone who you see this teenage. You see this generation, and it's just not even this generation. It's some adults too. They cannot live without their phone. You want to see Mother P run? Let Mother P be downstairs and her phone upstairs and it rings. And I'm like, your phone ringing, and I want to answer it. Oh, Mother P would sprint. She faster than Usain Bolt to get that phone, right? Right. So it's sad how as individuals we can be so wrapped up and caught up in technology, right? In a cell phone, because it draws you. right? It draws you because there's so many things you can do on a cell phone. I usually it's funny when I go on my email, and if I'm like checking emails on my phone will give me like, yay, you've checked 7 emails today. Because some of them I'm just like, you can wait another day or so and so forth. So they give me an applaud because I check my email. You can do everything on your cell phone. You can go on social media, you can check your bank account or bank accounts. You can do so many things. You make a phone call, you send out a text, you talk to you go into your doctor's app. All these things you can do in technology on your cell phone. But again, what does it do? It pulls you away for your surrounding. It pulls you away from society. It also pulls you away from reality, because when you're so focused and you're so caught up on technology, what happened? Reality is like, what is that? What's that bright thing? The sun? You haven't seen it in a while, have you? Because your hair's like this, right? So you take it away from your teenagers or from a child. They go through withdrawal, right? They go through withdrawal. It makes them angry. It even makes them become violent. They become violent against the adult in the house, and even violent against themselves. Why? Because they took my cell phone away. Because Mother Loretta too is funny with these OP. Bob's Loretta, you better fall back for Mother Loretta hear you right now, right? But I know I seen Mama Loretta on her phone. When you were here and I visited Mama Loretta flip her she got her flip phone, she flip it, she think it back, and I'm looking at Bob's Loretta like, see, there she go in that phone. What's that phone? There's no one calling. And then she thinking that she's beep, beep, beep. That's her mother PB. She be like this. She got a Samson, so she's like slide it up. It's like, I'm like, what are you doing? My sister-in-law laughs at her because she's like, it's like, what? She's trying to swipe the whole phone away. It's like, I don't understand technology and the elderly. So again, with the young people, they go through so many things. Not even just young people. Again, this is not just for young people, just for people in general. Sometimes when you take away their technology, you take that phone away from them, they go through withdrawal. They get angry. If Mother P's talking on her phone and she said, "Oh God, Ma, there's something wrong with this phone," and the person's like, "I can hear you. Something wrong with this phone. I can't see. What is there to see? It's not FaceTime, Mother P. What is there to see?" Right? So they get a little frustrated. They get a little frustrated if the phone is not working right. Because again, phone is there to connect us, to keep us together. Technology is there, supposed to connect us, keep us together. You miss someone, you give them a call, you send them a text messages. But phone can be used in such a bad way. Technology is something else, as we can all attest to it. Sometimes when we go live here, everything start like, "Oh, I'm not gonna work for you." The camera's like, "No, not today." The mic is like, "I don't think I'm gonna come on." The streaming company is like, "Oh no, you're having problems, we can't see you." So technology is something else. It can be good, it can be bad. It can push you away. It can pull you forward. It can push you away. So there's so many things about technology. One of the things that we have to learn about phones is that it's okay to put them away sometimes. It's okay to put them away sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I say, when I go sit down to eat my meal, whatever meal I'm getting ready to eat, I leave my phone. I leave my phone upstairs because I don't want to be distracted. If you're gonna call me, I'm gonna catch you another time. I'll get to you. Because I want to enjoy my surroundings. Sometimes other people, when we go sit out, now that it's nice days, we go sit outside. We go sit outside, and Apostle got us two old people rocking chair. Some other P and I old. Two old people rocking chair. Outside rocking chair. Outside furniture that's rocking chair. So we sit out there, we throw back and we think, and then Mother P put her phone to the side. I put my phone to the side. And we just, as God and say, we just gaff or we just conversate, right? And we look for all of the planes that's passing. We look and see if our neighbors are coming by, and we're like, "Oh, you see that one? Oh, look at that, look at that." And we just conversate. We become aware of our surroundings. Why? Because we take away we move away from technology so that we can be aware of our surroundings, right? And again, I say sometimes it's okay to put a phone away sometime. Why? It's okay to let it go to the voicemail. It's okay. Tell yourself, Prophetess Guy, say, it's okay for my phone to go to voicemail. It's okay. It's okay sometimes for the phone to go to voicemail. What's a voicemail? I was like, what is the definition of voicemail, Prophet Loretta? Prophet Loretta, let me just say, Prophet Loretta's the worst person to try to get a hold of on the phone. You call you Prophet Loretta, Prophet Joyce, you call them And I know this, and I know they're not ignoring my call because I saw the retreat. Prophetess Joy's phone, she'll leave her phone in Timbuktu. Even when she's in church building, Prophetess Joyce left her phone in the cab. She leaves her phone in the church, and she's home and she's trying to figure out where her phone is at. So I know I'm not being ignored when I'm sending out a text or I'm calling. They just know how to put their phone away. A phone is not their life. Phone is not their priority, right? And sometimes it's just good to have that phone go to the voicemail, right? So again, I was looking at the definition of voicemail. Voicemail is uh, um, a technical system that records, it stores and plays back audio message from phone callers when you cannot answer. And I said that's very interesting, right? A technical system that records, it stores, and it plays back audio messages from phone callers when you cannot answer. What's the key word? When you cannot answer, right? When you cannot answer, it stores and plays back audio messages from phone callers when you cannot answer. When you cannot answer. What do they do? It's like, oh, no, not today. We're gonna catch you another time. So I say voicemails were created so that if you are not able to pick up the phone or if you are not available, you give that caller an option to leave a message, explain their reason for calling. If you ever call me and the phone go to voicemail, you hear something like, I'm sorry I missed your call, please state your name, your reason for calling, and I'll call and I'll give you a call back as soon as possible. Something to that it says. And that's what voicemail is there for. Is there for if you miss a call, someone can leave you a message. So you can go back and say, let me listen to this message. But voicemail is there for a purpose. It's there for you to go about your day. That's why I like voicemail. It's there for you to go about your day. You know, the way you can go that way you can go along with what you're doing and or listen to the message when you are available and know if that call was important enough to return it now or later. And that's what I do. If for those of you who call me, you leave a voicemail or send me a text message, and I'll respond back to you by the end of that day if I don't get back to you right away by the end of that day. But here's what I do: I filter it because now there's a lot of scam. There's so many people that told me I've been approved for like this $50,000 loan, this $10,000 loan that I didn't even apply for, and I'm like, oh, what are they? What, this is psychic or something? I don't even know. You're just gonna give me some money? Those scam calls. What do? Voicemail. Why voicemail? Then when I finish and I go check it, what I do, I go back to the number, I block the number, go back to the call, go back to the voicemail, and I delete and I report as a spam, so you don't call me back again. That's what voicemail is there for. Voicemail is there for a purpose, but sadly, a lot of people do not want to use their voicemail. You feel like you have to answer every call. Not every call you need to answer. Tell yourself, not every call I need to answer. Not every call you need to answer. Some of you need to put your phone aside and send some calls to voicemail because that phone call will mean you no good. Put the phone aside, send it to voicemail because that phone call will mean you no good. It'll be all right, not the end of the world when people did it. You see what I'm saying? What people did in the past. You're right, Pops Loretta. What did they do in the past? They had no phone. But they had no way of getting what send a letter, and you had to wait a month if it's coming by boat to get that letter and then send it back. So you got another letter. By the time you hear that the baby's born, the baby's 4 years old now. Not a letter reached to you, right? You can wait. Back then it taught you patience. Phones, technology doesn't teach you patience. It teach you, I can't believe you're not picking up this phone call. Hang up, call again. I can't believe you're not picking up the phone call. Hang up, call again. That's all you do. Oh, they're gonna answer it. I'm speaking the truth because I do that to Apostle. Like, why is she not answering this call? I hang up. It's not I call the house phone. Today the house phone rang, right? Apostle and I were talking. She was standing in my room though, we're talking. And she said, you hear that? And I'm like, what's that? She said that the phone ringing. I said, Mother P room? She said the house phone's ringing. I said, the house phone's ringing. We forgot we had a house phone. We were like looking at each other. She said, this phone hasn't run for the year. I said, I don't even think it rang last year. Like, who's calling? Who's calling this phone? We were just amazed that the house phone ringing, but obviously it went to voicemail because no one really calls our house phone. So it's like, what's happening? But again, phones are there, technology is there, voicemails are there to be sent. What? To voicemails are there so you can go about your day. Because some phone calls you really don't need to answer. No, ma'am, especially when you get that creditor's call. Exactly. Send a voicemail. Right? That's what it's there for. Pass. Right? That's what voicemail is there for. But some people feel like every call they have to pick up. Mother P sometimes she pick up. Sometimes I hear Mother P. Hello? And the person, but I'm gonna get the better. And she's like, oh yes. Hello? And they just going on in Spanish. And she's like, hello? Who you want to talk to? And they're going on, and I go in the room and I'm like, wrong number, and hang up the phone. Why you know you don't speak Spanish? Why are you trying to have a conversation? So I said, Mother P, if you don't know the number, don't pick it up. Let it go to voicemail. Right? This is why voicemail is so important. This is why it's so important because it's there to help you. But sadly, a lot of people do not want to use voicemail. Not every call you have to pick up. That phone call from prison, let it go to voicemail. Let it go to voicemail because today you are not at an emotional capacity to handle it. But no, oh, I gotta talk to my family member. But you know, every time you talk to them, they bring you down. You know, every time you talk to them, your emotions go crazy. And then, especially if it's a child, and mom, if you did this, I want to be in here. Then they guilt trip you. What do you do? No, you know what? Not today. I'm just gonna let that go to voicemail. No, I will not accept this call. I will not accept this call today. Voicemail. That's right. They have no phone. Like the trust, very true. So you let it go to voicemail. That phone call that's gonna rile you up. That call from your ex, which you should have blocked his number in the first place. When he calls you, don't let it go to voicemail. When they call you, let it go to voicemail. Because what they're gonna do, they're gonna sweet talk you and try to lure you back in with them, and then all of a sudden you're back in the same place again, and they become an ex. Let it go to voicemail. It's there. It's there for a reason. That call from that family member that always has a sad story and need your help. Always. Oh my gosh. My mother used to tell me, she said, oh, this person called me the other day. Me the answer, me the pick up. Me the pick up the call. All they want call, tell me the problems and they don't want money. I said, see, even Mother P knows. Go to voicemail. Sometimes that's what you have to do. That's what voicemail is there for. It's there to help you. It's there to help you. Prophet Brother said, especially the calls for Medicaid. Y'all, the call for Medicare and Medicaid, they just get you in an emotional distress. You know what I'm saying? They just get you around the world because, oh my God. Oh Lord, when I have to deal with Mother P and her insurance, it's like, oh my God. They get you around the world. It's like, can you just give us the prescription? Can we just get the medication? We just need the medication. She's trying to live. We just need the medication, you know? And they get you around the world, right? But again, some calls just need to go to voicemail. If you know that family member is going to stress you out, if you know they're going to keep asking for money, if you know they're going to degrade you, they're going to belittle you, voicemail. I'm quick with voicemail. I'm like, not today. Not, as the kids like to say, not today, devil. Nope, not today. Not today. You're going to, oh, no, I'm not going to answer you today. No, not right now. No, right now. And then I'll text you later. Sorry, I missed your call. Because I probably am sorry that I missed your call. Or, or so if I really am sorry, I say, sorry, I missed your call. If not, I said, oh, I missed your call. What do you need from me? Text me. Text it to me so I can know if I want to respond to this text right away or not. But we need to utilize our voicemails, right? Mother P learning Spanish. Leave her alone. Providence George, you funny. She is. She is. How it is. So voicemails, right? So voicemail, again, voicemail is there to take you away from the things that wants to distract you. That's what I say. It's there to take you away from the things that want to distract you. When I go downstairs to have my dinner, have my meal, and my phone is upstairs, I'm able to eat. So when I go upstairs, if I got a missed call, I check the voicemail. If not, if the person, sometimes people they won't leave a voicemail, they send a text and say, I just called so and so and so. Even better. Even better. But if I have the phone downstairs with me and I'm eating and I'm trying to enjoy my news of Mother P's Day, Apostles, they were watching news, and I'm like, you don't need that. I'm yelling about what we're all watching news, and I'm yelling about what we see in the news, right? But we can have a conversation. But if my phone is there, someone's calling or someone's texting or so, oh, What is that? Distraction. So so voicemails are there to take you away from a distraction. Is the time that when you want to be productive, that's when those phone calls come in. You know what? I'm gonna go out today. I'm gonna do XYZ. I'm gonna do ba 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 and ba 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 ba. And then all of a sudden, someone call you, hold you on the phone for 4 hours. You're like, oh my god! Now it's raining outside. You can't even go outside and do what you wanted to do. You should have let it go to voicemail. It's a time when you're about to pray and gonna read your word. Then someone's gonna call you. It's like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, you know, what? Just answer. It's gonna be real quick. Nope. 5 hours later, prayer time, word time is gone. Right? Or even when you're in a prayer line, it's time when your family won't know you're on a prayer line, but they're gonna call you at that time because they know you're gonna answer them at that time. Voicemail. That's why they have the button at the side. If you have an iPhone, they got a button at the side. Click, click. It sends it straight to voicemail. So they hear my phone vibrate, I'm like, oh no, not today. If I'm relaxing, oh, not today. Don't try to catch me on Sundays. Sundays after church, I don't play that. Even a personal, I don't play that. You're safer off just sending me a text, and I'll read the text. If it's really important, I'll get back to you. If not, I'm gonna catch you in the morning. I'm gonna catch you Monday morning. Cause Sunday after church, voicemail. Some of you need to use that. If people are gonna disturb your peace, voicemail. If people are gonna destroy are gonna disturb your joy, voicemail. If they're gonna disturb the little bit of Jesus that you're trying to hold on to, voicemail it. Because you know what? Is when you're trying your best, when you're pushing forward to be more like Christ, pushing forward to be the best Christian you can be, the best believer, and you're holding on that last piece of wind. That's when the enemy gonna use that person to call you to tell you something and be like, "Oh Lord, why did I pick up this phone?" You ever on the phone with someone? I think I was telling this to Prophet Joyce the other day. You ever on the phone with someone? You're like, "Oh my God, why did I pick up this phone? Oh my God, Lord, oh." There was a time where every Tuesday is when I get all the bad news. Apostle used to say, I don't know, this it's something about this Tuesday and you. Every Tuesday, someone to send me a text, someone to give me a call, someone wanna bear their burdens. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like Tuesday, I've gotta get my mind together, get myself together to come on the Vessel of Hope, so I can come in a clear mind, so I can make sense. I don't come here all mad. I can't really, yes, you're talking about voicemail today. Because I'm upset, right? No, something like, oh, every Tuesday, it used to be the same thing. Then I say, you know what? I'm just not gonna answer the phone on Tuesdays. It's just gonna be that. I'm just not gonna answer the phone on Tuesday. Just that simple. So if you call me before Vessel of Hope, voicemail. If my phone is next to me. And what I usually do too, I leave my phone away from me. So that I won't be so it won't be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're ignoring me. Nope. My phone was not next to me. That's what I do. So if you call me on Tuesday, well, I can't believe you're not picking up the phone. No, because it's not next to me. Because I understand that that's the day that the enemy uses people to try to disturb my peace before I come and sit here and first have a conversation. Voicemail. So you need to understand the system, right? Right, Prophet Diaz? You need to understand the system of yourself and the system of your surroundings. And the system is if someone's gonna call you that you know not today. Oh my God, I'm not in an emotional state to deal with this. Oh, but you know what? I should answer. Oh, voicemail it or leave your phone somewhere. I'm quick to leave. Oh, Apostle's worse. If you think I'm bad, Apostle's worse. I don't even know why she have a phone for. I don't even know. Sometimes my brothers will call her and she wouldn't answer. And then they call me. She like, and they were like, wait it. And they don't call her name. They call her like random names, right? And I'm like, oh, I think she's downstairs. And they're like, I've been calling her. I say, you know what? Because her phone is in her room and she's downstairs. And then they say, I don't even know why she have a phone for. I don't know why she have a phone for either. I don't even know. I don't even know why she have a phone in this house. Because we be yelling, you downstairs? What you doing? Mother Pete finished cooking. She said we could come in. Or at nighttime, we try to be dignified. We text each other, right? Rude. Or we're sitting in the same room, we're texting each other, right? But voicemail, right? Every time you get on the prayer line or apostle service on social media, you see what I'm saying? Prophet Loretta, and you know how I know? You know how I know? You know how I know, especially on social media? You know how I know sometimes, especially for those who watch it on their phones? You can tell because the views start going down and that person won't respond for a while. That's how I know. I be clocking you. Healing Sanctuary members, I clock you. I clock you. I watch you. I watch you as Mother B like say, I watch you with gimlet eyes. And I'm like, this person didn't comment. That's Apostle just said something really good right there. That person will comment right there. They didn't comment right there. The views is down. Then all of a sudden, the view go back up and they come and the person start commenting. What is that? Voicemail. That's when you have to use the voicemail. Because again, voicemail is there to help you and to take you away from the distractions. And sadly, again, a lot of people do not like to use voicemail. Not every call you have to pick up. One time, my brother and I was laughing at Mother P because this is when she now got a cell phone and she was excited about her cell phone. So we teach her the basic dial, and hello. That's it. We're not teaching you how to text another, right? So one time she pull up her phone, she walk around, she's like, Miss Call? Whose name is Miss Call? I don't know one person named Miss Call. So my brother and I, we walk around the house, we are laughing at Mother P, laughing, and then it pops up and says, voicemail? I never voicemail. So we're laughing. We're like, so she's like, Marcel, what is Miss Call? Who name is Miss Call? I said, that's a call that you miss, Mother P. It's a call that you miss. Leave it that way. And it's there for a purpose. It's there for a purpose. You all remember back in the days when probably this guy when cell phones came when cell phones went around, all I had was landlines. I remember I would get in trouble all the time at school, and my teacher said, I'm gonna call your house. I'm gonna call your house and I'm gonna tell your parent. I don't know why they would do that, tell you anyway. So I would try to run home, right? And be the first one to pick up the phone to hear the phone ring. Or if not, and if I don't pick up the phone, we had a little Apostle was the first one that had an answering machine actually. They had an answering machine, and then you listen and they're like, ooh, delete. Mother P not getting that message today. I'm not getting no licks today, right? Because that's how important voicemail takes you away from distraction, take you away from the spanking too. Took me away from the spanking. So voicemail is there for purpose. We need to use it. Some calls are just there to set you off and get you caught up in the he said, the she said, so that you can so that it can lay you in a place of frustration, aggravation, and regret. Some calls are just there, right? To get you caught up in what he said, in what she said, in what you shouldn't have said. And then by the time you end the call, now you're frustrated, you're annoyed, you're angry, and even sometimes in regret that you even picked up the call. But what you didn't do, you didn't use the voicemail. Is there for a reason. Use the voicemail. You have to learn how to let things go to voicemail so you can stay on track of you and on track of your life. Learn how to let things go to voicemail so you can stay on track of you and on track of your life. Because when sometimes that call is there to take you off track, to distract you, to move you away from your focus, from your purpose, voicemail. There's gonna be a slogan. You should be going around me like, voice. Pastor Marcel's calling me voicemail. You better not voicemail me, right? Right. Sometimes when things go to voicemail, you can think better. You ever think about that? Sometimes when you don't pick up the call, you're like, you know what? I'm so glad I didn't get that call because, ooh, sometimes you can regret answering a call. Yes, purpose guy, exactly. You regret something. Oh my God, why did I pick up this phone? Right? Right, Sister Jacqueline? Why did I pick up this phone? I should have let it go to voicemail. So sometimes when things go to voicemail, you can think better. You know what? I'm not in a headspace to focus on that right now. Let me step away. Because you know what? Because I know when Mary Jane called, it's the same thing. I'm not in a headspace to deal with her drama, to deal with her confusion, to deal with her regret. You know what? I need to clear my head first, then I give her a call back. Voicemail. Right? Right? You don't have to answer for that. Let me take a moment. That's what voicemail is. You know what? I don't have to answer that right now. Let me take a moment. Pastor, sometimes they FaceTime. You can FaceTime me all you want to. I'll click it. That for those who have an iPhone, that's what the button at the side is for. You click it. We have to utilize these things. Just like our phone is important, phone can be distracting, technology can be distracting. You have to know how to use it carefully. Not today. I'm a FaceTime you off today. Or thank God, FaceTime have this thing where you can send them when they FaceTime, send a message. I'll call you later. That's it. That's all you have to do. I'll call you later. Or you know what? I can't talk right now. Because you can't. Because you really don't. I'm not in a space. I'm not in a head space to talk right now. I can't talk right now. And sometimes that's what you have to do. I can't change this situation, so let me take a step back. That's what voicemail is there for. You know what? I know the school is calling me again. They're gonna give that same problem. I can't change. Let me step back because this child is just not learning. You know what? The bill collectors are calling. I don't have that money. Let me voicemail it. Unless they say they coming a date. We coming a there to knock on your door, right? And then the thing is about voicemail as well. You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to listen to it. You know that person that got you angry, got you so upset, and then you end the call, and then they keep calling back, voicemail. If you don't want to block them, voicemail, voicemail, voicemail. And what happened? Then you look and you see the voicemail and you see all the missed calls. You say, you know what? I don't got to listen to that because all I know is they're just angry. They're probably cursing you out, probably telling you off. That's what it's there for. Voicemail, you don't have to listen to it. You can just press delete. And that's what I do. Delete. And then it's so great, you block the number, and then you can go in your voicemail and it shows you message from block calls. I just checked it out. I was like, oh, how this person getting blocked? And I was like, oh yeah, because they just keep texting and calling and saying stupid things. So I'm not talking to you. That's what voicemail is there for. Again, it's there to make you continue to stay productive. So let's learn to appreciate the voicemail. Let's learn. Prophet Joyce, let's learn to appreciate the voicemail. Next time you want to tell that person, don't tell them. Just let them go to voicemail. Next time you're thinking about starting your business with the one you shouldn't trust, let share your business with the one you shouldn't trust. Let it go to voicemail. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pick up the phone. I'm sorry, I use it all the time. Forgive me. Sister Jacqueline, not all the time, though. Sometimes. Sometimes it's good to use voicemail. Sometimes, like, you know what? Let me talk to this person today. Sometimes no. Voicemail, right? So if something is going to take you away from your peace, your happiness, remove it and send it to voicemail. If something is going to take you away from your peace and your happiness, remove it. Send it to voicemail. That's natural phone call, and that's even in general. If you know going in an environment is going to take your peace, it's gonna just make you annoyed, step away from it. Voicemail it. You know what? I'm not gonna see you for a while. You know what? I'm not gonna come to this place for a while. You know what? I'm not gonna interact with you for a while. Why? Because I'm sending you the voicemail. That's we have to learn how to use it. So Paul urges us to send things to voicemail and not even listen to the message later. Just delete it. This is what Paul says in Romans 16 and 7. Romans 16 and 7, Amplified translation. It says in this way: I urge you, brothers and sisters, right? I urge you, brothers and sisters. Did I put it? Did I give you? Did I say the right one? Romans 16:7, Amplified. I hope I wrote it right. Listen, you know, sometimes you're reading 10 different translation, and you actually put up the wrong translation. So Romans 16:7, Amplified says, "I urge you, brothers and sisters, to keep your eyes on those who cause dissension and create obstacles." Oh, it's the wrong one. I'm sorry. And create obstacles or introduce temptations for others. What does it do? I urge you, brothers and sisters, right, to keep your eyes on those who cause dissension and create obstacles, right? And create obstacles. Roman, what did I say? Oh my! It's Romans 16:17. Sorry, prophets, right? Prophets, right? It's like I don't know what Pastor Marcelle talking about, but that's not it. Oh, Romans 16:17, amplified. As I say, my fault. Right? It says, "I urge you, brothers and sisters, to keep your eyes on those who create dissensions and create obstacles or introduce temptations for others to commit sin, acting in ways contrary to the doctrine which you have learned. Turn away from them." Voicemail. This is Paul talking in the future. He said to send it to voicemail. Why? Because it's just creating obstacles. It's making you frustrated. It's making you annoyed. It's sending you to a place to a place of distress, right? And even help it even to commit sin, act in ways contrary to the doctrine. It's making you want to curse them out. Oh yeah. It make you want to tell them about themselves. It make you want, and when you finish the phone call, it make you want to go have a smoke. It make you want to go have a drink. It make you want to go back to that ex. So Paul said, voicemail it, because they're gonna push you back to where you don't need to be. Some of you need to voicemail some people, voicemail some things in your life, right? Because what? Again, the phone is good, technology is good, But voicemail is there to take you away. It's going to remove you from the distraction. Voicemail some things in your life. You know what? Not today. Not today. Not today. I started a new diet, Prophetess Joyce. I don't remember if I told you this. I started a new diet, right? So so I'm not eating fast food like the McDonald's or Wendy's and so on and so forth. I'm not doing that. So I'm staying away from those. And I think I've been doing right, Apostle. Thank you, Apostle. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So if I'm starting this diet, that means Mother P got to be in this diet because when we out on the road, if I get me a biggie bag, Mother P got a biggie bag. Mother P got a biggie bag. So we're joining teams. So Mother P. So I was like, oh, Mother P, I'm hungry. Can't wait to get home. Eat some home cooked food. Blah 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 blah. Mother P's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I hope you got a snack in that bag because you're not getting nothing. Because I'm not gonna sit here and be tempted while you eating that McChicken and that nuggets and that fries, and I want some of your fries, and I want to get me a Dr. Pepper. I'm not gonna be doing that, right? So I'm trying to get on a bandwagon. So what I do, I say, you know what? When I get up, I make sure we get more fruits in the house. Apostle always like her fruit, even though Apostle made all my bananas spoil the other day. Ooh yeah, Apostle said three bananas spoil the other day because it took too long. But I don't eat bananas. But what I do. Okay, you know what? Let's get the fruits together. I always drink a lot of water anyway, so that's something I do. We eat a lot of vegetables in this house anyway, so that's what we do. But I have a little bit of rice now. Prophet Joyce, I know I was tearing that potato up, but but I didn't have rice. So what I do, I said, you know what? I have to remove myself from the distractions, right? I have to voicemail the fast foods, right? I have to voicemail the things that I know are not healthy for me, right? I have to voicemail the thing because you want to live long, you want to live a healthy, productive life. So I said, Mother P, okay, so Mother P, we were set a schedule for Mother P. Mother P, Friday we're gonna go walk. We're gonna walk from here to the park. Oh, she's Mother P's excited now, but wait till we get to the park. When it's time to walk back, it's a long walk back, right? So what are we doing? We're setting our priorities. We're moving ourselves from distraction. Why? Because we're putting everything that will be distracting us into the voicemail. The fast food is there. It's in the voicemail. The laziness that I just want to relax. That got to go in the voicemail because you got to get up and go. So some things in life you have to put in voicemail. And if you want to hear the message, you can. But some of them just delete it. Right? So I hope something got in your brain. I hope we had a wonderful conversation. Thank you all. I had a wonderful conversation with you. I hope you had a wonderful conversation with me. I'm glad this was not just a monologue or dialogue, but I love and appreciate you all. Let me pray for you before you go. I thank you, Lord, for your people. I thank you that you keep them away from the distraction. Let them be able to send things to voicemail, those things that pull them away from drawing closer to you, from being better believers, better Christians, better person, individual. Let them move away from it. Just simple things that'll keep them from being a better parent, a better grandparent, even a better child. Let them move away from it, Lord. Let them put things to voicemail. And I pray you continue to keep your people, continue to strengthen them as always. In Jesus' name, amen. I love and appreciate you all. Don't forget, voicemail it. I'll see you all tonight on the prayer line at 8 o'clock, and I catch you back here right again at 3:45 next Tuesday. See you. Mwah. Love ya.